Well, we still need to respond to Isaac's text.
So we got to respond to Isaac. We got to respond to a lot of these.
I mean, we also haven't we haven't cooked with Sawyer yet, right?
Yeah. There's the cat. We still haven't found the scythe.
Oh, ooh, I want to find the cat.
Okay.
Wait, so is the person called Pocket?
My cat was missing for a while and just reappeared.
With this phone number in his mouth, so I guess you found him?
Thanks. If so, I was really worried.
No problem.
Text me and I'll let him out.
He likes to roam.
Let him out.
Looks like he's headed to the park.
Little killer.
Oh no. He's one of those outdoor cats that likes to kill birds and... Don't go for the docks! You find a familiar orange cat, tail flicking. You sit on a bench nearby. His collar still reads Pocket.
Remember me?
He seems not to hear you, and yawns. He then stands and stretches luxuriously, seemingly ignoring you. I can tell that was a person.
Yep.
Pocket quickly becomes distracted and tenses up, looking at the pond next to you. You follow his gaze and see happy ducks enjoying the weather. Oh no, no, Pocket, no! Pocket stares intently at the ducks, mouth slowly falling open.
Quietly birdwatch with him.
After a moment, he makes a small, squeaky sound, almost like he's talking. Swat. The ducks, perhaps feeling watched, paddle away, further into the water. Pocket looks at you expectantly, tail flicking.
So, you like the dunj?
Aha! Pocket extends his claws playfully.
Hey.
Your scintillating conversation is interrupted by someone approaching. Oh, a chance meeting.
My favorite kind.
She leans over and kisses you lightly, a smile on her lips.
Meow. And this must be your valiant protector against the evil ducks.
Pocket blinks lazily in the sunlight, a soft purr darting up. Oh, can I pet him?
If he lets you.
Yeah, if he lets you. She offers her hand to him, but he hisses when she tries to move closer. Fair enough. Everyone deserves to set their own boundaries, I guess. But I just took a walk to clear my head. Gotta get back to work. And away from these ducks. You be careful around them.
Ciao.
Her kiss goodbye is prolonged and sweet in the afternoon sun. When it ends, you open your eyes and realize Pocket has slipped away. You sit for a while longer and then head home. I wonder if it would be whoever you were closest to.
Currently closest to her romantically. Makes sense.
Yeah.
He made it home safely. His claws look healed, too.
He's a good cat.
He's too smart to be good. Has too many ideas and plans. I know I sound crazy, but never mind.
Oh, looks like he's ready to go out again.
Let him out.
False alarm. He came back inside. Never mind. Maybe next time.
Wait, so Sawyer is looking forward to grilled cheese, perhaps?
Yep.
I was looking up what to cook, and this might be a little complicated. The new hotness, grilled cheese. What do you think? Is it too hard? Can we do it?
Ooh, oh, vegan cheese. Are you
Vegan
still a
cheese.
vegan? Yes.
If you say so, on my way.
A few minutes later, Sawyer arrives with groceries.
Hi! I wasn't sure which recipe to follow, so I got a few different things.
Sorting through the bags, you find 5 different vegan cheeses and various fruits. Man, that's like us, trying out all our various vegetarian options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been, I guess it's been kind of vegetarian/vegan ice cream recently.
Mm-hmm.
Which has been really good. There was Brave Robot, which is delicious but terrible for you. and then Kato, which is avocado ice cream.
And you liked how it was more savory?
It wasn't very sweet, which is something I actually really like about some ice cream. Because most ice cream is just like ridiculously over sugared, and I can't really enjoy it because after a while my teeth just start hurting from the sugar.
Oh, do you know what that ice cream actually reminds me of a little bit? Remember when you had the olive oil one?
Very similar.
Very similar. All right. You can see fear in Sawyer's eyes as they look at the expensive ingredients.
Let's make it simple.
All right. Simple I can do. Probably. Maybe. Actually, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. We'll see what happens.
You show them how to grate cheese and melt butter in a pan.
That wasn't so hard. The next step says that we need some kind of weird TBSP cheese.
Wait, a tablespoon?
Yep.
Is that...
What's a two terrific butter specimens? No, that's not right.
It's a measurement.
Whoa! Oh! Big spoon seems easier to remember, though. Like in snuggling.
Boy.
Sorry if I ask dumb questions. I feel like I can be honest with you and ask you anything. You seem so nice, but are you secretly judging me?
A little. The thing is, like, I'm not necessarily. It's mostly just like, wow,
I hope
how
that-
did you get this far without cooking? But I really
Yeah.
met plenty of people like that. We're on, I know on our study abroad there was...
There were a couple of people who never ate unprocessed foods.
Yeah, there was the one girl that refused to. Like, we tried to get her to eat other things. We'd make a meal and be like, hey, you want to join us? And she'd be like, nope. And then make dinosaur chicken nuggets every day. And it was like, how are you not dead from scurvy?
Yeah, the people who just absolutely refuse to eat vegetables
But
of
it's
any
like,
sort.
I think I would judge a person more for their lack of willingness to learn than for their lack of
Knowledge.
current knowledge.
Yeah.
So, no.
Good. I get judged enough in class. I'm sick of worrying about points. Oh, wait. I know how I can help. Here we go. Now I can cut the bread and the cheese.
Sure.
Wait, don't cut the cheese.
Party glaive.
You
Sure,
wait.
thanks.
Well, what did you say?
Sure, thanks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make a joke. Now you cut the cheese knife constantly,
Yep.
which is
There's a lot of cheese to be cut.
you awkwardly cut the bread with Sawyer's blade. They're a bit long, so they're a bit long to do so comfortably.
That was less awesome than I'd hoped. I guess I'm better for killing monsters. Maybe if there was a monster made of bread, then I'd be set.
You assemble the cheese on the bread and put it in the frying pan.
So, random question. Did you go to college?
Oh, so this is interesting. I wonder if this determines.
DIY backstory.
Yeah. So, I mean, we both completed college. So, do you want our character to be in college or to have it graduated from college?
So, yeah, the question is, how much do we want to separate ourselves out? Because it feels like the character we're playing as didn't. That they've just been a monster fighter their entire life.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Maybe they just went to monster fight school.
I mean, let's just have it like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I did.
Oh, you're already done? Wow, that's so cool. Sorry if my question was random. I didn't mean to pry or anything. I wanted to ask you because you seem like you have it all figured out. But if you're graduated, that makes sense. Maybe I'll be more like you someday. Wait, do you smell that? Is our baby burning?
It looks like the heat was on high, even though the recipe said medium heat. You have created burnt mess.
Aw, man. What? I can't even make the simplest grilled cheese, really? I feel so stupid. I hate this. Maybe This is all pointless.
Let's try again.
Do we have to?
Your encouragement seems to calm them down. They look at you and take a deep breath.
Okay. I can do this. Medium heat.
You carefully reassemble the sandwich and put them in the frying pan on medium heat. You carefully flip the sandwich. The scent of melting cheddar fills the air. You have created a delicious grilled cheese. Yep, so that's a lot of throwing for the glaive.
I don't know. I'll go with that for now.
Wow. Cooking is real transformation. Way more magical than people turning into swords.
Lies.
They wolf down their sandwich, a bit too quickly, burning their mouth.
Oh, ow. Oh, but that was amazing. I didn't even know vegan cheese was a thing. Plus, the ingredients for this were like $3. If I cook instead of going to restaurants, I might be able to afford a textbook someday.
Would you like to offer a gift?
Yes.
Sure.
Where's the money option?
Food. No, just more food. Because you know that they love food.
Yeah, but it's like half of our food is bourbon.
Well,
Truffles.
Oh, yes, and yes to all of them. And any others you might have.
Sawyer's phone beeps. They glance at it and their jaw drops.
Fridge. There's been a Roses of Venus sighting in Verona Beach. I have to go.
What?
Whoa.
Roses of what?
Seriously? They're the coolest artists in the world. They've graffitied the lover.
No, it's the Louvre.
Louvre? I'm not sure how to say it. The French Museum. But they graffiti for good. Stuff with a real message, but dreamlike. Truth and beauty bombs, you know?
I wonder if it's...
If it's the artist.
Yeah, if it's...
If it's Valeria
Yeah,
and that other guy.
Yeah.
Or if it's Valeria's ex that was the sister.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You can continue. I already said that one.
Anyway, I've got to see the mural for myself. Later, chef.
Sawyer bundles up the leftover cheeses and hurries out.
Whoa. That grilled cheese put me into a sleep coma. They should sell it as a sedative. Tastiest sedative in the West.
Glad you liked it.
Very much. Just have to not eat one before a test. Oh, but I forgot to tell you.
Oh, sorry, that's a lot of text.
I was so pumped yesterday that I made breakfast all by myself. The egg wasn't blackened at all.
Aw, it's like a sunny side up egg on top of toast.
I cut the bread myself too. I feel so powerful.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
Don't even...
Okay. Artist's special day, middle of summer. Know that you said not to send you things, but so I didn't, but it's also your birthday or something. I'm just not gonna respond. So what's it like living life on the edge? You know, 'cause swords, kissing them, etc.
Very funny.
Very funny, Mom. So you like it when my words have a dual meaning, huh? Get it? Stop! Oh, come on. I'm being perfectly acceptable. Okay, I'm done now. For now.
I don't think we should have necessarily done stop.
I'm humoring her with groans. When you make a bad pun, I groan. That's what you're supposed to do.
Wait, what about the cats?
We'll get there in a second. I have a big decision to make, and I can't figure out what to do. I'm here at Paradise Lost, and hoping the cats will keep me calm. I'll be there. Okay. Okay. It is time. Let's dance. On my way.
What? More?
Still buds.
But what are we going to do about Isaac?
Isaac. I don't know. Do we want to just date him anyway? Just, like, go twosies, Valeria and Isaac for now? Because, like, the thing is, you straight up... The game supports you romancing all of them.
Right, but, I mean, ultimately, I just don't feel comfortable choosing any of them until we get to know them better. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, date could have multiple meanings.
Yeah, so we can say I'd love to.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the
Here's the
event.
thing, though. Once again, Shell, the game is kind of... None of the characters interact. Like, it's almost kind of like you're playing 6 different plot threads that very rarely interweave. And so it's like, normally I feel uncomfortable dating multiple people at once, but there's no, like, inner play between any of the characters.
Well, the thing is, I'm actually very curious. Obviously, these are things that people should discuss before they even start to date one another.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a feeling that none of these characters have actually broached their preference for dating styles. Because the other thing, too, is for some people, dating has different meanings. Because there's, just platonic friendship get-togethers, which usually involve more than just 2 people. Especially if there's the potential that it could become something more in the future. Then there's, the kind of courtship that comes before the serious dating. Because we definitely had that.
Yeah, we do a number of, like, we just go out to one of the school eateries and it would just be you and me and very rarely a friend if there was somebody nearby.
But then we started doing more things, just the 2 of us.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was kind of the precursor to us realizing that...
Whereas, like, I've known a couple of people that were going out on kind of, like, light, casual, non-romantic dates, but with multiple people before they had, like, gone exclusive with anybody. And that was kind of acceptable because it's just, like...
But the thing is, that was usually done in the context of them being good friends.
Yeah, or just, like, I don't know. I just knew a guy...
Then again, I don't know. I would never... I'm personally, as I said before, like, very strictly monogamous and whatnot. I couldn't fathom dating multiple people at once. But it's one of those things where what I feel uncomfortable about in all this is I feel like we still haven't gotten to know the characters well enough to commit to any of them. But also, I'd be curious as to... what is their perception on these things? I mean, Valeria obviously in the past had a polyamorous relationship, but the 2 other parties in that polyamorous relationship were a brother and sister, which kind of complicates it further. Whereas I don't know if Isaac, having grown up in a religious background, if he would be very much monogamous. He already said that he is the type to take things very slowly.
Yeah. But the problem is it at least within the context of this, I don't see him at all as like a romantic partner for the most part. Mainly just because it's more been about his personal problems. I guess it's kind of the same thing with 7. Whereas Valeria was a little bit more like active romance.
The thing is,
and Sunder
I think
predatory.
my problem with Valeria is I really didn't like the fact that when she was being stalked by her ex...
She came back to the apartment and immediately slept with the main character.
Right, because I thought
I think this would be so much easier if the main character wasn't just like I thought that
inviting her over was just a chance to talk or maybe watch a movie or something. But no, she's just like, I know what you want, and then just jumps into bed with your character. Your character couldn't even refuse.
I think I would be so much more comfortable with this if the main character actually had like a face. And so... Like, there's another dating sim called Dream Daddy, and you actually get to, like, customize your character. And so when they're talking to a person, I believe you see your character there.
So you can see the kind of expressions that they have?
And I kind of really wish that we had that. So it would be Isaac, main character, and depending on the options you pick, you can see the expression on their face to kind of predict what the, like, tonality they're going for.
So you mean, in the situation with Valeria... you would flip between the options and your character's expression would change.
Maybe, yeah.
And so you could clearly tell
or just like a thought bubble or something like that, or once again just on the actual dialogue.
I don't know.
options,
I was
just one
really
thing.
upset that Valeria just jumped us in the apartment.
It was a little. There was no warning to it, and so it was just kind of like, oh, okay, because
we discussed this earlier, but it reminds me of when we played Mass Effect 3.
yeah,
And we had gone a no romance femshep run, and I liked that because, you know, you got to see the other characters pairing off, including Tali and Garrus, who, yeah, I love them as a couple. But there's this DLC where there's a party.
yeah.
And
the
I
Citadel
suppose
DLC of Mass Effect 3.
And I
if
suppose
you-
spoilers.
If you've gone through the entirety of the Mass Effect series without a single romantic entanglement, you end up in bed with either, I forget his name, the human companion that's added in Mass Effect 3 is kind of like a replacement for Kaiden or what's-her-face.
But we turned him down at the party, so he ended up going off with Ashley.
Yeah. And so you end up waking up the next morning in bed with Javik, the
ancient in cryosleep alien guy
that is not romanceable over the course of the game and is like a DLC character, so he might not even be there for some people.
But the other thing too was he was flatter than a Vulcan when it came to his personality.
Yeah, he kind of sucks.
And actually, wasn't it his people? They were also very, you know, we are the supreme species.
Yep.
Everything else is inferior to us.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just gross and violating. And of course, in the scene, they played off as ha, you know, Shepard must have gotten too drunk and just happened to sleep with Javik. But that was so violating.
Because we didn't have any agency in it. We just kind of woke up and it's like, oh, that was what happened. And it's just like... I can see why a lot of people would not give a dang, and a lot of people are probably going to be like, this is stupid, you know, why do you have this problem? But the answer is just like...
We went through that whole playthrough with the express purpose of not having a romance.
Mm-hmm.
And it foisted one on you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a situation where I want to learn more about these characters and to...
Yeah, I want to know more about them before I dive into the romance. Like, I wish you could hold off on romancing them until the end of the 6th. You know, like, you don't even make the decision until the end. Which is odd, because usually when it comes to us with video games and movies and whatnot, we always want the romance to actually happen early. But that's when it's kind of a set romance as opposed to like you could date anybody. Anyway, I'm up for either.
The thing is, I don't know what he means by my date. Because...
So, every single person wants to romance you in this game. Every single person wants to take you back and smooch you all the way to wherever. Like, every single one of these characters is madly in love with the main character by default.
Okay, fine. If you want to say as a friend, that's fine. I just feel sad because I think, as I said before, when it comes to characters in this game, I think I might like Isaac more than Valeria, but we haven't gotten to know him enough yet.
Mm-hmm. All right. Excellent. The Verona Hotel Ballroom. Hooray.
It's almost time to leave to meet Isaac at his investor party. You realize you aren't sure what to wear to an investor's party. Something sparkly, something serious, something comfortable. Nothing I own is good enough.
Serious?
Yeah, probably serious. You dress with precision, every garment in perfect alignment. Then you wonder, what if you're overdressed? What if you look ridiculous? You change clothes a few times until it's too late. There's no time. Finally, you put the first outfit back on and run out the door. The lobby looks packed with an unusual crowd of young software types. The entry is blocked.
Private event tonight. Are you on the
Well,
list?
hello.
He's with Brooks Associates. Dude knows everyone, huh?
Isaac kisses your cheek and leads you into the party.
Love your jacket, and I must get your tailor's number. Thanks for coming. Your support means so much to me. All this is for you? Me and the other investors and employees. I hope my father makes it. I told him this gala is for his favorite charity. Where is he?
I really like those little... No! I was just about to comment on the purples and the really pretty lamps. I like the geometric cubes that they have going on there. But why is Eric here?
Eric is everywhere.
A familiar?
I think he actually shows up no matter what to harass you at least once over the course of each romance.
A familiar face approaches with a smirk.
I see Slicer invited true VIPs. Dude, is this weapon your date? Oh!
So there's the none of your business. Well, I mean,
Let's go with the top one. He's
more
more
than just a
weapon.
weapon. Yeah.
He sure is. Deep pockets, too. A fine catch of a sword. I'm standing right here. You sure are. Good job, you. Everyone loves a sharp-dressed man, Now, if you'll excuse me, I see a platter of shrimp puffs with my name on it. How does that ass know you anyway?
He owns a weapon shop.
He owns a weapon shop. Oh my. So there's more to the story. Isaac, what is this hellscape? The whiskeys of all have multiple malts. Good evening, Father. Can we have a calm, civil conversation? This most certainly is not the foundation for dogs attending Harvard. You told me Dr. Muffin III would be here.
Wait, Dr. Muffin the Third? Wait, was this... Did he really expect there to be dogs here?
Dad is apparently an avid dog lover. Well, some of these people have dogs, I'm sure. These people's dogs... Oh.
Wait. Graduated high school? What does he mean by dogs?
These people's dogs haven't even graduated high school. What if I'm seen?
Someone taps a microphone and the music is turned off. A Slicer executive takes the stage and starts talking about the profit in sword smooching. Wait, what? Sword smooching? Vincent marches out the door. The Slicer executive starts listing all the hardships that they've overcome, thanking their investors. Eventually, she names Isaac and Brooks Associates by name in a special thank you for his generosity. You notice Isaac smiling to himself as the speech ends. Someone turns the music back up and the dance floor starts to fill.
Well, I don't think everything she said was true. My help wasn't necessary. If everyone were paid a living wage, we wouldn't need investors. We could also reduce inheritance. But where'd my father go?
He left?
He left. Of course he did. Let's get some fresh air.
Isaac leads you outside. Vincent and Isaac's assistant are talking.
And that's when Isaac pooped his pants in front of the whole family.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Father?
Oh, hi, Isaac. I'm gonna go.
Ah, my worthless son, are you done with your farce? I wanted to show you that my money helps people, real people. Instead of obsessing over how much money others have, why not take care of yourself? You didn't even have a partner, unless don't tell me you're dating this disaster.
Vincent gestures in your general direction without looking at you.
I'm the disaster?
Ooh.
Leave dude out of this. What matters to me is that I make a difference. Funding these bores isn't making a difference. All you're making is a fool out of yourself.
Vincent gets in a town car and slams the door. The driver pulls away. Town car? That's interesting. Is that a taxi?
I guess.
Isaac sighs, staring after him.
Well, now I can enjoy a party without distraction, I guess.
Are you okay?
Yes.
I'm alright. I knew this was likely going to happen. All I wanted was a good job, but nothing with him is ever simple. Come on, let's forget about him. I'll introduce you to a few people. Friendship is my most valuable investment yet.
Isaac leans in and kisses you, twining your hand with his.
Well, alright.
Hold any heavy attack to charge up into a more powerful move. A les?
Perhaps a small gift for the gentleman?
Oh, go check it out in the mirror. Did you get a flower?
Yep. I bought you that little thing. I don't know if it's your style, but I'd love you to have it. I love it. Wonderful. Let's see what kind of music that DJ has started playing.
You rejoin the party and spend the rest of the evening together.
Alright. I realize spite is a terrible motivator for romance, but at the same time, I'm super down with spiting Isaac's dad. Hello, I'm your disaster-in-law. Had a great time last night. Now I'm warmed up for facing your fears in the dungeon.
Yeah! Dungeon.
I wonder if we just never talk to Jesse ever again.
Jesse goes, my task is complete.
I have done my due diligence.
He's now self-sufficient. Wait, what is that?
Ooh.
Beverage heals for more. Oh,
I am pretty.
The blue flower. Are we gonna go to see what's up with 7 at Paradise?
Yeah, we should probably actually go on dates with everybody except for Asshat McGillicuddy.
Well, can you go to Paradise Lost?
Yeah.
Because I just want to see what's up with the cats. And what he's deciding to do. Is he going to leave the band? You pet cats for a little while with 7. He seems on edge.
I get upset thinking about how psychics die. In Chronocyte and that movie, you know?
Wait, does he want to become a film writer?
Maybe.
He was talking about all the things he'd like to change about movies.
Yeah.
And about mysteries and how he wants to change. Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just angry. Psychics are always sacrificing themselves. It's dumb. He would have been a way better hero. But if he took over for the protagonist, how would that would make him a villain, right? Not necessarily. Or a spin-off. So, maybe it's possible.
He's thinking about getting out from underneath Sungwoo's shadow. Oh, yeah. Go on.
Sungwoo said the name change wasn't his idea, and our agent talked him into it. He even invited me to make a duo with him, Lucky 7. I don't know if he means it. Meanwhile, I've been thinking about going solo without Sungwoo. It'd be tough. But if I'm ever gonna take the risk and go solo, now is probably the best chance. But if that fails, I could lose everything I worked so hard for. Sungwoo is the more popular one, so a duo will be more guaranteed to succeed.
7 releases a long, unsteady breath.
My thoughts keep going like this around and around. How can I make a decision like this? I go with, do you trust him?
Well, let's look at these. So, really, the whole do you trust him thing is just, do you trust him to be a good partner in that duo thing? But that doesn't really address what what do you really want? He seems most concerned with keeping at least his current level of lifestyle potentially. But I'm curious, why did you get into showbiz? Like, what was his goal in the first place? Was he always going to be part of a band or a duo, or did he always want to be solo? Why don't you? I would ask the third one.
Okay. Why did you get into showbiz? Well, it was sort of an accident. Sungwoo was discovered by a talent scout first, and he dragged me into it because we used to dance together to music videos for fun. I'm only in Blade Generation because of him. Maybe I'm being ungrateful.
Okay, so is there anything else that you should consider?
Do you trust him?
Mm-hmm.
I trust him. I don't trust our agent. And Sungwoo can be impressionable. What do you really want? I guess I want to be really good at something. And I want someone to love. I mean, the thing is, like, it sounds like he was friends with the dude beforehand. So going duo, Lucky 7, like, isn't the worst idea.
Yeah.
Let's go with if it was me. See, what I would say is, ignore these, ditch the agents.
Well, the problem is, what he's saying right now is that if he duos with Sung Woo, he's worried that their agent is going to influence Sung Woo and something's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Frankly, I would say always go solo.
Because you don't want to tie yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I think from the perspective of somebody that has been in many, many groups over the years, I'm not going to say that you can only rely on yourself, but that the more people you add to a group, the less control you're going to have and the less, like, self-determination you have. And so...
And there's always going to be that question in your mind of, are they there because they enjoy you, or because they enjoy the group, or because they enjoy someone else in the group?
And I think I could work with that. You know, it doesn't bother me, say, when I'm streaming or recording whatever, and people are like, oh man, you're like making a video with like blah blah blah. You know, so like when I did my interview with Rhapsody, a bunch of people are like, oh man, you know, I really like watching this guy, for example. And, like, that doesn't bug me too much, just because I know other people have their preferences. But it would be uncomfortable, I think, in this poor guy's situation of potentially being the perpetual understudy to someone else.
And this whole time, he's been going on and on about the sidekick. And the thing is...
And so I think in his case,
he would,
even if he would continue to make a absolutely brilliant potential sidekick, he needs his time and space to spread his wings and do his own thing.
because if he duos with Sung Woo, he's never going to know if the success is because of Sung Woo, aka Lucky, or if it's because of him.
So, solo.
You feel like this is an important decision. Seven is listening carefully.
Definitely solo.
Seven erupts in laughter, like a weight suddenly lifted from him.
Well, there goes my last excuse for cowardice. If you think I should do it, then I probably should. Feels good to think about. I've been a sidekick for so long. As much as I worry about my anxieties, maybe this is my turning point.
Catchy.
Ripes. He is spooky strong.
Yeah, Chain Lightning has a chance to immediately fire a second time.
The beginning of a new age. Sungwoo's not gonna like it, but he doesn't have to. This is my life. Our life, maybe? It actually makes me look forward to going on tour.
Oh, is that Sung Woo?
Surprise! Did I hear something about a tour? Does that mean you made a decision?
Seven sits up straighter as someone familiar looking approaches your table. You realize that you've seen his face on Blade Generation posters.
Whoa.
Oh, but you never saw his face on Blade Generation posters.
Sungwoo, what? How did you know I was here?
Sungwoo glances at Seven's phone. Ah.
Oh, right. Our agent's tracking device. Oh, now that you're here. Sungwoo, this is Dude, the wielder I've been talking about. Dude, Sungwoo.
Sungwoo shrugs.
Hey.
Nice to meet you, dude, but this isn't about you, right? I heard he cut up some apples for you, so I guess it's serious. As long as you help Seven make the right decision, we're on the same side. Yeah, so I thought about it from every angle, and there was only one way everything made sense. I have to go my own way. I'll have to try it, or I'll forget it.
Or regret it.
I guess I knew this would happen sooner or later. I was holding you back.
Sungwoo takes a deep breath.
Everyone in Blade Generation will miss you, but I hope we can still hang out. I'm gonna be your biggest fan. You watch. Just promise me we can still watch stupid movies together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
Sungwoo rushes Seven and takes him into a bear hug. Seven wipes his eyes discreetly.
Ah, jeez. I just forgot how strong you are. Can't breathe, man. Sorry, bro. Yesterday was arm day at the gym. So I guess I need to figure out my brand. Soon. For now, let's celebrate. And get out of here before anyone recognizes us.
Seven smiles. You feel yourself smiling back without realizing you're doing it. You spend the evening discussing logistics. Eventually, you head home.
I'm gonna get complaints about this video.
About what?
I've got tons of people that are like, go to the dungeons more, and I'm like, no. We've got to talk to everybody first. Hey, I know it's silly, but I miss you already. I hate it here without you. Let's hang out again soon. See you in the dungeon, I hope.